Hello and salutations and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I'm still super hyper. And I'm thinking that's going to show throughout this, so I hope you're prepared for that kind of stuff to go on because it's going to happen. So, we are here in... Tatl! You're interrupting my mojo, man. Woman, fairy, whatever you are. This is kind of big. It's going to take more than average strength to move this thing. Thank you. I'm already a Goron. I got ya. It's good. I know what you mean. Don't worry about it. Once we walk in here, a wolf's going to attack us. But you know what? I'm going to punch the crap out of it. You guys have been annoying me since the last episode. Hurry up. Thank you. Hurry up and attack me so I can attack you. I don't like this waiting. I'm not a waiter. I'm not a patient Goron, Mr. Wolf. I don't even know why I'm taking my time to kill that thing. That's entirely unnecessary, but I felt like I should do it. Just cuz. Alright, so, Snowhead Temple. This is probably... If it's not my least favorite temple in the game, what do you want, Tatl? At slippery places like this, you can curl up as Goron and roll your way across while not trying. I'm going to! Why are you just interrupting my flow so hardcore right now? I really don't appreciate it, not at all. If this is not my least favorite dungeon, it's probably my second least favorite dungeon. The next dungeon's probably my least favorite, to be perfectly truthful, because it's just super annoying. But you know, whatever. Alright, so, same as before with the temples. Go get out of the mask, thank you. There are going to be stray fairies pretty much everywhere in the entire place, but we pretty much know how to get them at this point. They're not that bad. They're really not. I will say some in this temple are particularly well hidden, however. Because of, since we have the eyes lens of truth now, it's just kind of a... It's just kind of a thing, okay? It's just kind of a thing. First things first, though, now we got all the stray fairies in this room, let's just go over here and go ahead and get this item right here. Yay, randomly, there's just another fairy there. I mean, sure, whatever. We need to come get this because this is the map. This is a very not hidden map. Also, with the Great Fairy Mask on, man, that looks so weird. I'm not sure I enjoy that. It is quite the nightmarish image on screen right now. Point is, we got the dungeon map. A lot of times when I'm playing through the dungeon, I forget to get the dungeon map because we're coming back to this room later on, and there's a bunch of stuff we can't do in here right now. So we really just come there right then and there just to get the dungeon map. It's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it, but whatever. One thing about this dungeon is that you do have to backtrack a lot in it, actually, and it's gonna be kind of annoying because most people at this point know my feeling on backtracking. However, one cool thing about the dungeon, though, and even though it is kind of annoying in the long run, it is a neat design. We have this main hub room right here that it's panning in and out of right there. You can see the boss door over there on the left. Like I don't know why I'm talking to you guys like you're turpentine. Whatever. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys like you're a bunch of tourists, but whatever. The main issue we're going to be having here is that we're going to have to backtrack a lot, and then on top of that, with the main HUD design room thing it's got going on, while a very neat mechanic, also there's a switch over here, so let's go ahead and jump on that, because there's gonna be something waiting for us, and I'm excited about it. Are you guys excited about it? I certainly am, because it is, in fact, a stray fairy. Give me the fairy. Okay. We're already up to 4. That means we're already like a third of the way through the dungeon almost, so that's cool, I guess. Not really. I don't remember what's in this door here. What is in this door? Okay, this is nothing. We don't need to worry about that. Alright. Which actually, that can kind of segue me into a little bit of something. This dungeon is kind of confusing. I don't want to say it's poorly designed, because it's not. It's fairly well designed, actually. But there are certain parts of it that just don't lend themselves very well to linear play, I guess. And that's the thing about a lot of Zelda dungeons. While the Zelda games themselves aren't super linear most of the time until we get to, like, Skyward Sword and stuff, generally speaking, the dungeons, they're pretty linear for the most part. There's some that require a little bit of backtracking, but not as much as this one does. And that's something I noticed Majora's Mask actually does a lot in certain dungeons, is backtracking stuff. A lot of them have, like, a main hub room, and then you just kind of go from there. But one of the things that annoys me about this one is that there's no real good order to get all the stray fairies in. Like, if you want to get all the stray fairies 100% everything, and since this is a 100% run, we are going to, you're gonna, like, have to backtrack and take a bunch of time that you don't need to take. And stuff like this. If you don't go in this room right here first, you're screwed. You have to come back later and do all this stuff I already did. And the thing is, there's no motivation to come in this room besides that. We can't get that chest we made appear, but we have to make it appear in order to get it. And, like, there's nothing... Well, okay, excuse me, that's wrong. There is a key over here. So, I mean, actually, you know what? I'm completely wrong. I was wrong. I have to admit it. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm a big enough man to admit when I was wrong. And that is indeed what just happened. Ugh. Shoot through the fire and the flames carry on, we melt the ice, and then we can go through here, that's cool, that's cool. Although it does just circle us around, but still, it's neat. Now we have a little bit of shortcut to take, so it's cool. I mean, I got nothing against it, do you? Hey, what do you guys want to complain about? Why you guys always want to complain about stuff? I'm sorry. I'm being entirely too aggressive right now, and I am so very sorry. I'm just sitting there fighting this wolf, and truth be told, I really don't like this wolf, because they make me wait forever. I talked about it earlier today when I was recording Super Mario 64, but I've been watching a lot of sequelitis lately. Good old Eager Raptor. I'm sure most of you guys probably know those videos. And he touched on a subject that I never really noticed that much until he talked about it, and then I started paying more attention. A lot of Nintendo 64 games, Zelda especially is kind of bad about it, makes you wait on things. And the Wolfos are a very good example about that, because you can't hit them until they attack you, but they take forever to attack sometimes. It's actually quite annoying. It really is. Also, we got the compass there, and that's cool, I guess. Whatever. Who cares anymore? I don't care. There's some stray fairies in this room that we're gonna have to come back and get later, but there is one we can get now, if we time it right. There we go. Yay! Come here, stray fairy. I do believe we have to come back. Yeah, because there's another one here, but we'll have to come back later and get it. Like I said, this level's gonna have a good bit of backtracking in it, and that sucks, but it's okay. I don't mind backtracking. Like, I complain about backtracking a lot, but I really don't mind it all the time. It really is a, like, sometimes... Ow! Perfect freeze frame, right as it popped me in the skull head area. Okay, here's another example of, like, having to wait and all that. Now, these are the same icicles like we had to hit in order to get into the Snowhead area. But every time we knock one down, and we have to knock all of them down pretty much, there's going to be a little animation play. And while I get the necessity, not necessity, I get the appeal of it, because you want to show off the icicle falling and breaking it, because it's kind of a not really epic moment, but it is kind of an explosive, action-packed moment. I get that you want to show it happening, but it just kind of kills the flow sometimes. It really does. So... It's weird. To me, like, I never noticed those things until they were pointed out to me, but now I notice them constantly, and it's especially bad on 64. I think a lot of it can be attributed to just, they were kind of learning the medium, more or less. They get some money out of it, so that's cool. Also, there, if you took out the lens of truth, there is a little hidden path, or hidden area right here, but it's pretty obvious with the cloth snow thing falling, so we're just gonna jump into it. Yay! And our prize, I can't see. There we go. Our prize is... yet another stray fairy, because we like stray fairies. Stray fairies. I like stray fairies. That's my stray fairy song. Don't steal it. It's copyrighted. Kulu Limpa. I'm sorry. Had a moment. Well, I was talking about sequelitis, but I don't remember what point I left out on. Whatever. We got small key. Let's continue. But yeah, it's something you notice as you notice happens less and less as Nintendo games carried on, and I think a lot of it can be attributed to they were just learning the medium. They really were. You know, this was the first time 3D games were really a thing. Tatl, I already know what you're gonna say, so shut your face hole. Nobody. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take that back. Most people prefer you over Navi, to be honest. So I'm not gonna say nobody loves you. I'm tempted to say it. Don't get me wrong. I am truly tempted to say that. But I know that would be a mean thing to say and not factual. So I'm not going to say it. This little puzzle I'm doing right here is not a hard puzzle to figure out. You just kind of have to, oops, not do dumb things. Oh, but I'm doing dumb things. Oh, dumb things are what I've done. Oh, buddy boy. Okay. So let's go ahead and wait for this to pop back up because we're going to need the time to do it better. Wait for it. There we go. Ah, it caught me in the middle of scratching my nose. Alright, so let's do that again. Pound this one down. And then we go over to the one we originally climbed up on. Right over here. Don't fall. Goron, Link, please don't fall. And pound this one down so that the door opens back up. And then quickly switch back to Link so that we can climb and jump. That is one thing, like, this dungeon is the one that kind of starts the whole transformation puzzle. Because later on in the game, we're going to start seeing that a lot. And it's real. Oops, I didn't mean to put that mask on. That's the wrong mask. I'm so sorry. Later on, the game's going to do that stuff a lot. But it's neat that they go ahead and start kind of easing you into it, in my opinion. There is a stray fairy in this room. Actually, this is one of the ones I had most problems with finding when I first played through this game. It's actually hidden in the ceiling there. There's an invisible ceiling area thing. Really easy to get though. You just pop it with a bowl. And we are going to have to backtrack back through here later on. So you have several chances to actually get it and not waste time. Come here, fairy. Thank you. But it is the only one in this particular area. So that's pretty good. Now that we got that done, we're actually progressing pretty well. I'm trying my best not to get like super confused and turned around this temple like I have a tendency to do. Because this is a very confusingly laid out temple sometimes. But so far so good. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing okay. I truly do. Now that we are over here, we just need to come right over here by using the Goron. I almost said the Goron suit. This is not Mario Brothers, and we are actually here. However, we do not need to do this first. We need to actually cross the way. Let's make sure we're lined up right so we don't fall. That is one of the more annoying things about this temple is that you can fall and then have to climb all the way back up, and that's extremely troublesome, especially later on. But hopefully you won't have too many problems with it. Alright, open the door, and then we see a great enemy. A great, unbelievably powerful goat wizard thing. I don't know. I think these are actually wizards, if I remember right. Let's see. No, I wanted a Z target on you, sir. Allow me to Z. Stop disappearing while I'm trying to target you. What are you? Yeah, it's a wizard. Punch him in the face! Or crotch. That works too. In fact, it's probably more effective when it comes down to it. Punch him in the crotch! Yay! Crotch punches for the win. Oh god, now he's gonna start running around and crap. This is where the fight actually gets kind of annoying because he's gonna start showing up in all of them. And you have to find the real one, essentially. Which is over there. No, don't hit me with the fire. No, I mean the ice. That is, in fact, the opposite of fire. Yes, okay. Whew. The thing about the Goron's punches are they are quite strong, but they're also very short-ranged. However, we made pretty quick work of him, so that's pretty cool. Bye-bye, Mr. Goat Wizard. Back to the depths where you came from. Burn in hell. Okay. So, now that we did that, we get the special item of the dungeon. What is it? I want to know. What is it? What could it possibly be? It's fire arrows. It's fire arrows. Yay! Set it to power up your arrows. Things will heat up when they hit. You made it funny, and I appreciate it. Yay, we got fire arrows. And that's pretty much all we're going to be using in this dungeon, so I'm going to go ahead and switch them on. Because why the crap not? And now that that is done, let's go back to that room we were in earlier, where we got the dungeon map. We've already got all three special, well, 3 out of 4 of the special items in this dungeon, and we're like halfway through the stray fairy, so we're making pretty cool progress if I do say so myself. Now, this room should not be done before you get the ice arrows, and the reason why is because if you fall down here, which is likely to happen, you can't get back up unless you have the fire arrows to shoot this here ice switchy. If you don't do that, you have to, like, climb all the way back up and circle around, and it's really annoying. Now, you may notice there's a little indenture in the wall up there. We got to make it up there. There are invisible platforms to help us get up there. I will show them off to you real quick, because I can. I have a tradition whenever time I play this game to try and make this without the lens of truth. I did it in the first time I LP'd this game, and I failed miserably at it. However, now, I think I can do it. I believe in a thing called love. I believe in a thing called love. I miss Matt. Matt hadn't been around for a few days. So I'm going to try and make... Ha! Well then. On the bright side, since we have the fire arrows, it doesn't take long to get back up here. See? You see? That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have fire before you come in here because bad things can happen. Alright. One more try, and then I'll stop wasting your time and mine. And there we go. Okay. Now just line up your shot. Line it up. Light it up. Light it up. And take your time. One more. Oh, I'm so cool. Can you guys believe how absolutely cool I am? Because shut up. All right, I'm cool. I'm very, very cool. You don't have to question it. Just let me have this. Just let me have this one victory, please. I would really appreciate it. All right. So we got all the stray fairies there. The last, or not the last thing, but the next thing we can do here is actually go ahead and fall out And yes, I do notice a little place right there. There is a secret area right there. We can't do crap about it right now. Just don't worry about it, alright? Just remember where that is for later. We need to thaw out this ice and then take a walk through the wild side. That's what I'm gonna call that. Take a walk to the wild side. I've been listening to a lot of music lately, and the rock and roll and the devil music, as they like to call it sometimes. I don't know who still calls it that. Does anybody still call rock and roll devil music? I'm sure they do. Like, I'm from the Bible Belt. Like, that's the thing I grew up hearing a lot, actually. I am missing a key. Alright, I think I remembered where the key is, and I need to fall back down to actually go get it, but I don't want to fall all the way. Well, actually, you know what? I can fall all the way to be alright. Whee! Oh, my little Goron knees. They are shattered and will never recover. Alright. Now that we have the fire arrows, it's actually a pretty good time to go ahead and backtrack to one of the places we need to backtrack to in order to get these stray fairies. Normally, I think I actually wait till a bit later on to come back here to get these now that we have the fire arrow. But, I mean, I gotta come down here to get the key anyway, so friggin' why not? Might as well, right? Hey, there's no reason not to. We can go ahead and get all the stray fairies here and just make a trip out of it. Also, I am dying. Give me hearts. Thank you. See? The game listens to you sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't, and that's just really bad. Alright, and actually, once we get these 2 stray fairies here, well, I'll go ahead and get the other key as well, and then we'll end the episode there. Because we're coming up on time pretty quickly. I actually think we're already at like 17 minutes, so we're a little bit above time, truthfully. But whatever, we'll go ahead and finish this up, and it won't take too long, hopefully. I don't know. I did say I was going to try and start keeping the episodes a little bit shorter, but with Zelda, that's a lot harder than Super Mario 64. In Mario 64, like, you can kind of end the episodes whenever you want, because the game, the sessions of the game, if you will, forgive that vernacular, are fairly quick, so you can just choose a star to end on, and you'll be alright. It doesn't take long to get any of those stars, really, unless you just, you know, suck like I do. But, generally speaking, it's not that bad. Zelda, on the other hand, though, it's just kind of hard to find places to split the episodes. But whatever, stop complaining, John. Nobody wants to hear you complain. We got the non-stray fairies. We are just blasting on through here. We're doing just so fantastic. You guys have no idea how happy I am that we are actually doing this good. This dungeon confuses the crap out of me. And while we did have a moment there where I forgot the key, it was quickly remedied, so it's not that bad. I get lost in this dungeon a lot. Oh, that was a good jump. Good going there, son. You know exactly what you're doing, Link. You're just the best. You truly is. Except not, because you're dumb. Alright, so now that we're here, this is the room we actually pushed the double block in. All we gotta do is get up here, dodge the dying, flying death pots of death, and open the chest for... Yeah! Alright. So I actually am going to end that episode, or end the episode here. We'll get the key in the beginning of the next episode, so that'll be a thing. All right, so today's daily question: who is your favorite Link in any of the Zelda games? I want to know, what is your favorite Link? I don't know what mine is actually. I'm thinking the Wind Waker Link. I like the Wind Waker Link. He's pretty cool. I don't just necessarily mean the way he looks, but maybe like the game he's in or whatever. Whatever makes you like that Link the best. I want to know. So leave your answer in the comments and we'll talk about it and have a good old time. As always, like if you like, leave a comment, tell me what I did right, what I did wrong. Subscribe if you want to see more, and please share with your friends. And I will see you guys next time, and let's finish the Snowhead Temple in Majora's, or Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Yeah! I'll see you guys later.